What's going on, y'all? FIFA and diarrhea. Let's talk about it. My name is Cherie, if you're not familiar with me, and I think that's what the title of this video is going to be. Hey, all of that rhymed. But yeah, y'all, I'm going to get right to it because I made a whole video and it cut off. But my point was, I think that we should, the way everybody is about FIFA right now, we need to be about that about our own lives. And it amazes me how we as a people, but I'm just going to speak for Americans, we will be dang near up in arms about the championships, the Super Bowl, the World Series, and now FIFA. I'm late to the game. I had no idea that soccer was that big of a deal. I really didn't. And somebody told me, oh, well, it's a really big deal now because it's being played on American soil. And I was just like, oh, really? But even still, the fact that my job, I work at a pretty big facility, the fact that they took the time, effort, and energy to blow up a screen, get their laptop, get the projector and all the stuff, connect it together, and put it in the corridor, like where everybody walks by, so that everybody could watch. It was on dang near every TV station. When I would walk around the campus and go into different buildings, dang near everybody was watching it. And I just don't get it. And unless you got money on this game, you know what I'm saying, then maybe I can understand why you would be a little bit, glued to the screen and riled up. But, and I subconsciously, I think I may have gotten this from Jackie Hill Perry. Preston, if you're not familiar with their YouTube channel, go check them out. But Preston, her husband, is a big Chicago Bears fan. And she's just like, she doesn't get it. She's like me, like, why? And this is what she said. She was like, I don't understand why you get so excited about some folks who don't pay your rent. They don't know you. They ain't got no ads on here because they got like 400,000 plus subscribers right now. So, they are getting sponsors. They're getting the ads. They're getting all of that. And she was just like, you all proud for what? They ain't contributed nothing to us or anything. Why do you get so excited? And that is the generalization of, I can only speak for my country, but that's the generalization for a lot of men here. When it's the Super Bowl, yeah, man, yeah. Hey, who's your team? Who's your team? Oh, my team is, oh, really? They're your team. Do they even know you exist? This isn't to knock y'all or bash y'all, but it's just, and I said that to my husband last night. I was just like, I don't understand why y'all get so excited about. I don't understand. Because he was like, oh, USA lost. And I was just like, so? He said, what do you mean so? That's our country and we are supposed to win. And I was just like, am I getting paid to watch that? Like, that was my point. It's just like, why should I care about who wins and who loses? I'm not getting nothing out of watching this stuff. But I think that's the majority of people who live here. Americans, we get so riled up about stuff like that does not matter. And back to my point, I think we need to be like that about things regarding our own lives. Now, if I was going to get paid to watch FIFA or the Super Bowl or the championships, I probably would be more invested. But that's not adding to my life. And I get it. Men and women are just different. And that's something else me and my husband talked about. It's just, I said, I just don't understand. He was just like, well, just in terms of who's bigger, who's better, who's the strongest. That's really what that whole thing is about. It's definitely and I see why sports with men is so important, because that's just how God wired them. That macho ego, the glory, like who can get the glory. I'm in the process of learning how to, or at least beginning to, understand. I need to learn how to appreciate that a little bit more, because a lot of times I look at that and I just roll my eyes. Because, again, what is the point if they're not helping us move ahead in life? But hey, Everybody got their thing. And again, this isn't to knock you or to bash you if you're really into it. But I do think that's a call for to pay attention. Why do you get so excited about stuff that is a big deal in other men's lives who are playing the game that they're getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars for, and you're watching behind a screen, not getting anything for it, just wasting your time watching it? Maybe you don't see it as a waste. Maybe this is your form of entertainment. Instead of Netflix, this is your thing. Sports is your thing. But again, I think it's something worth thinking about. Respectfully. And diarrhea. FIFA and diarrhea. This just in. ACOG already made a video about this. But I just saw like some, like some news article or whatever. Apparently like 14 countries, something like that, got explosive diarrhea. And the title of the article was like, they think it's because of fresh produce. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But I would encourage you to definitely wash your fruit, wash your food if you have it. Preferably, if we're talking about produce here, if you can, grow it yourself. I have to show that to you guys too. I finally started my garden, somewhat of a garden, because I'm not allowed to, because we rent, you know what I'm saying? I can't just go out there and start plowing the ground up and plant a garden from the ground for real. So I got to do pots. But that is crazy. And I would wager to say people in the plumbing industry, people who are like in the sanitation industry, they're probably making a lot of money right now, because I've never heard this phenomenon. Thankfully, it's not, and preferably, I hope it's not anything, like a virus or anything like that. I hope this does not blow out of proportion like the Cove did in 2020. But I think this is the first time I've ever heard anything like this that has happened around the world, like cumulatively. Explosive diarrhea. Dang. That sucks. And anybody, I think if you're a human being of a certain age, you've experienced what that feels like. That is not comfortable. And it's funny, but it's serious at the same time. So honestly, like, I do pray that the Lord, heals these people, and that it isn't anything serious, that it doesn't escalate into anything serious. But man, if it's explosive, I would imagine that you would probably have to call off of work or have a short day, or be like, hey, this thing going around, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to clock out. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I can't stay for the rest of the day unless y'all want to keep getting irritated with me blowing up this bathroom. That is a trip. So I hope we get to the root of this issue, and I pray that me and mine stay protected. No one I know has succumbed to this, and I hope it stays like that by the grace of God. But yeah, if you're out there, take care of yourself. Wash your hands. If you can, wash your food. I wash my food with soap and water. I do. Like my produce, when I buy it from wherever, I will take whatever soap I have, hot water preferably, rinse it, wash it, and rinse it off again, or wash it and then rinse it off, and that'll be that. And to my knowledge, I've never gotten sick from food. I don't believe I've ever even gotten food poisoning, by the grace of God. I don't believe I have. The only things that has messed with my stomach like that is like dairy and really, and oh yeah, and fiber food, stuff that's supposed to make you boo-boo, like beans and oatmeal and stuff that's rich in fiber. But yeah, y'all, stay safe, stay clean, stay well, prioritize your life. You know what I'm saying? If it's between you driving Uber to get to where you want to go financially and watching that FIFA game, I would encourage